What's up then, fellas? How you doing? Hola, como esta? Wagwan. How far? Charlie, Etisen? Bonjour, bonsoir. Comment ça va? Très bien, merci. Welcome to Famous Football. I'm your host, Nate. Let's talk football. Aye, aye, aye. We back, ain't it? We are back. Well, regarding transfer, there isn't much going on. I won't lie to you. Even with other clubs, it's pretty much the same. We know Chelsea's working on outgoings. The Simmons deal, they still working on that. For me, I genuinely think that deal is done. Right now, Simmons is just waiting for Chelsea to work on their outgoings, and then he's gonna go the other way. I know Leipzig is interested in Kunku right now. They're also interested in Ivo Saka, George, and so there are a lot of things Chelsea is working on. Jackson is also looking to leave. We'll talk about him and the club having a discussion about him leaving, and the both parties are on the same page as of now. So brilliant, right? And as long as that happens, it's also gonna happen. But regarding other players like Sterling, Chilwell, we don't really know what's going on. But all I can say is this: Habibi, what happened? Saudi. Usually, this type of time you come in for people. Chilwell, Sterling. How about that? They can boost the league. Give us a phone call. We're ready. Give us a phone call. But yeah, there isn't much going on. Isak to Liverpool. It seems that that's not really going to happen according to the news. Newcastle is telling Isak that he's not going to go to Liverpool this season or this summer, because I don't really blame them. Looking at the transfer window they're having, oh yeah, it's very, 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 very much embarrassing. But again, if that's what they're gonna do, but hopefully he's gonna play. Hopefully it works out for them. He plays for another season and everything goes okay, because or they can get two Elisani in. We know the link with Jackson, and they're also looking for another person. But if you're listening, you've been wasting your own time at Newcastle. Long time ago, all you needed to do, come, bring the money. Jackson was waiting long time ago. But once that happened, I think Isak will be able to go to Liverpool. But until then, he's staying at Newcastle, right? Let's get into it. So tomorrow, Chelsea versus Milan, right? I think tomorrow game is going to be kind of like the real test. Now, again, Chelsea haven't really had like a proper preseason, right? So like I said in previous video, the club workout was more like where Chelsea did a lot of their experiment with their formations and things they're looking to work on or implement in the coming season. So this couple days of preseason that they had was more to kind of get the players into match day fitness kind of thing. But Millan been having their preseason. They already have played like 3 games. I think they won against Liverpool, lost against they lost. So they play Arsenal first, lost, then won in PK. Play against Liverpool, they won 4-2, and I think they drew against Leeds, and they just won against one team like that, right? So they won 9. But I will talk about that game more with Liverpool and Arsenal, like the way they play and how things went, because the game against Leeds, they play more of their substitutional players in that game. So I don't really want to kind of base on that as well. And then the game they played, that they won 9 now. Some of their players came in to play, but come on, it wasn't really like a top tier team in my opinion. So I'm gonna look at Liverpool and Arsenal, because those are the people we're going to be competing against this coming season. And Milan play against them again. They won against Liverpool, and right now everybody's looking at Liverpool to be one of the team to watch out for in Europe. They look scary. The signing they're making and the players that they have in their squad, the depth they have, they look amazing. So everybody's looking at Liverpool as that team to beat. And Milan beat them 4-2. Now it's preseason. Again, it's preseason. You can really read much into that. But the manner in which it happened, that's how we're going to talk about it. Because if you watch the game, It's not the case that Liverpool was terrible. No, Liverpool dominated the game in almost every single sense, right? In terms of possession, shots taken, goal, progressive passes, whatever way you want to look at it. You can go look at the stats, and it shows. It's there. Liverpool dominated the game in every single sense, but they lost. So which kind of make it interesting, right? Because you expect them to win. Because I couldn't really, I watched the game. I couldn't really look at a single Liverpool player to say, okay, he was trash, he didn't do well, or he should have done this, he should have done that. Now, the way Milan set up, right, that formation against Liverpool, right, I really want to base on that game, then even that game against Arsenal. That formation against Liverpool was 3-5-2, right? So which is interesting. So they play Loftus-Cheek, former Chelsea player. I think this is gonna be his first time back at the bridge. He and Pulisic, and then Tomori as well. So those three, it's gonna be their first time back at the bridge. We're looking to see them, cover material, especially with Tomori and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. But those three play, and then so yeah, those three play, and then they have also Fofana that also play as a DM for them. He's also good. You have Liao. I think he's one of their key. He's not even one of their key players. He's definitely their key players as of this season. Mark Millan, who the guy Chelsea was linked with, right? And he's gonna be out of contract in January, so we're gonna see how that plays out and how that goes. But those people that I name are pretty much key players for them. And now there are other people there that are also essential to the team. And now they just add Modric to the mix, right? So I'm gonna be expecting to see him in this game against Chelsea. Well, I don't know if he's going to be coming on or he's going to be starting the game, but we know what Modric can do. Even if he's 20,000 years old, the guy still have it. He can still play. He still know what he's doing. He still know his way around the football pitch. He still know what to do when the ball gets to him. He already know what he's going to do, right? But it's gonna be interesting game to see how that turn out. But the way they set up, like I said, 3-5-2, right? So Milan will actually just sit, not necessarily sit, but they allow Liverpool to have the ball. So if you look at the possession in that game, Liverpool have almost I think about 70 plus possession in that game. So they allow Liverpool to have the ball, Liverpool to possess, Liverpool to do whatever, almost whatever they want with the ball, and then they sit back and they score 4 goals in that game, and all of their 4 goals came from a counter. So the first goal, Pulisic get the ball, play Leah, speed, right? He had the pace, took the ball, push it, go, put the ball in his left, take a shot in front of goal. Alisson, couldn't do anything really much about it. Van Dijk didn't close him up early, so that was a goal. And then it also happened again with Leah getting the ball, going, playing Loftus-Cheek in the ball, quick feed. He also finished, and then that third goal as well. So it's like everything happened on a counter attack. So I feel like if Chelsea gonna do something with them, if Chelsea gonna be able to match what they're gonna do in some sense, then we have to be ready for that as well. Now, I'm not necessarily worried about that in terms of they counter and attack. Now I'm worried because they have the pace, they have the people to hurt you. They have Leao, they have Pulisic, they have Chukwueze that can come on, and they have this another guy called Okafor. So all those people, they have the quality of player, to be able to hurt you in a counter attack. So if Chelsea can put it together, right, and set up tactically well, and I know we're gonna, right, and yeah, we should be able to notify every single threat from Milan as well, from Milan in the game tomorrow. Now I can tell you for a fact that we're gonna keep them from scoring, absolutely. And they have quality. They have Modric in their team that can, I don't know, find somebody with the outside of their of his foot, and they score a beautiful goal. So he has that ability. But we, hopefully tomorrow with the team, well, at least man predicted lineup, hopefully with that we can be able to kind of silence Milan tomorrow and continue our winning streak, right? Right now, to be a Chelsea fan, beautiful. Yeah, let's see, the 3 years, those 3 years, what we went through right now, we enjoying it. We are enjoying it. Listen, I can sense this. What's it? Kind of a, like, happiness among Chelsea fans. Like anyone you talk to, we look energetic. We look excited, and we're looking forward to this season. I don't. It's been a while since we every one of us felt like that, or every one of us feel that way concerning Chelsea. Like usually it's like, yeah, season coming again, right? But now, I feel like now we're looking towards this season with some sort of a expectation. Now we don't necessarily know what that expectation is, because we don't, if you ask every single Chelsea fan, we're gonna tell you, oh, we don't think Chelsea's good, will win the league, right? For instance, but we think we're gonna, be in the mix. We're gonna be in that conversation, right? That we could potentially do it. We have the ability to do it. Now, I'm gonna tell you here right now, right? If they mess around, I see us winning the league. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but listen, I see it even in the Champions League. I think we can compete, right? What we did to PSG, I think we can compete in the Champions League. I think we every single competition we in, I think we have the quality and we have the ability to win it. But now let's see what happens in the season, right? Because it's a long one, so we don't know what happens. Injuries can happen, but hopefully none of that. With the signings we're making, listen, all I see is debuts. All I see is debuts and trophies, silverwares. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. Even if I try to see something else, it won't happen. It can happen, right? But yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into what I think, how I think Chelsea should line up, right? So let's get into it. Well, we know what's it called, Levi's is injured. We know Wesley Fofana is not going to play, so we know those people are going to be out. But then we also heard Marasca talk about, the possibility of Chelsea going to sign a center back. But now the question is, what kind of center back are we going to sign? Who are we looking to get? That's the question. Are we, because right now if we're going to get a center back, we have to get a left-footed center back. We can't get a right-footed center back because we already have Chalobah to begin with. Right, we have West that is coming back. We have Tosin that is already there. So we have all these people, right? That can be of a help to the squad right now. That playing play in that position basically. And now you have a champion that is showing the potential that he can possibly play there. Right, we saw him play as a left back at some point, right back. Now he's playing as a center back. I know last season at some point he was playing as a center back. Now he's showing, like, he's not just showing like, oh, I can play here in like a conference league game. Now he's showing that I can actually play here, and we saw him do that last season. So I feel like bringing in a right-footed center back, we kind of quench, like, I don't know, that momentum he have going on, right? And we want him to develop, because now if we bring in another right-footed center back, he's going down the pecking order. He's going even further, right? So I would say we need to bring a left-footed center back in. But who the center back we're gonna go get? That I don't know. Who the left-footed center back we can go get right now? So that's why in the previous video I suggested they bring in Renato Vega back into the squad, but we don't know if Chelsea's gonna do that. So now I know Chelsea's gonna Chelsea is willing to cash in on him, and we're gonna get a fair bit of money. I know they're requesting for 40 million or so, so that's a good amount of money. But should they bring Renato Vega back into the squad? That's another, that's another thing that's up for discussion. I know we already have Heto that can play there, but I don't want Heto playing there, like, because I don't want us getting comfortable, because we brought him as a kind of helper to Cucurella. But now if we just allow him play as a left center back, play Cucurella there, now I feel like we're gonna run the both of them into the ground. And if anything happens to either one of them, it's like we are back to square one, right? It's like, or maybe something happened to the both of them, then we are, we completely in a predicament here, and we don't want to put ourselves in that position. So either we bring Renato Vega back, or we could get a left-footed center back. So again, let me know your thoughts about that. Which left-footed center back that's out there, because I don't really know, that you think Chelsea can go for. Now, you should also look at the Chelsea model. They have to be young, right? You have to look at what Chelsea is trying to do, our project and everything. They have to fit that, because apparently all of the signing that we make it right now, if you watch what Marasca is doing with them, or how they integrate into the Chelsea squad, if you see them play, it makes sense, right? You understand why Chelsea were after those players in the first place. So now it all makes sense. So you have to also think in that direction. You have to think in that same manner. So Well, let's get into my starting 11. What do I think Marasca should do? Because tomorrow again, I feel like it's gonna be kind of a test before our first official game in the season against Crystal Palace. So let's see how this goes, right? Well, I know Levi is out. I know, like I said, we have Palma, we have what's his name, Esteval, Gittins, Lavia is available. I don't know. Chalobah is available. Tyree Josh is available, but isn't gonna. I don't think he's gonna start tomorrow game though. I don't think he's gonna start tomorrow game because, like I said, tomorrow game. That's it. That's the game. That's the game we all looking. We all looking forward to. So hopefully, it all works. It all work out. So I know for sure I want. Let me see. Tomorrow I know for sure Sanchez gonna be in goal, right? So let's get Sanchez in there, and then defense. The body that she, no. Marasca, don't you even mess with me. I know it's preseason, right? I will tolerate it if body that she do start, but don't mess with me. Don't even start, right? Please, not right now. The season is it's too early for me to start getting angry around here. Let's say my blood pressure is down, everything about me is down. Chelsea, doing good. Let's not ruin it. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. Right? But so what would I'll go Chalobah, right? I'll put Chalobah in there. Let me see. So Chalobah, and then I'll go with Tosin. I'll go with Tosin instead of AC Milan. Yeah, AC Milan, I don't really see AC Milan playing a lot. But I know if we get another center back, I think he might leave. AC Milan might leave if we get another center back. Cucurella staying where Cucurella is staying. Disasi, how you go here, bro? How you go here? How did you go here? Stop creeping in, yeah? And I know there's James, right? I know Rich James is available, but I'll go with Gusto to start instead of James, right? And that's not, because I think, what's it called? What's his name? Nah, I don't think Gusto is better than James. No, everybody know that. But the reason why I'm doing this is because of the counter attack, like I mentioned. I know I don't want James right now species. I don't want him running behind somebody and then pulling something. Right? He's the captain. I want him in the squad. So I, like Marasca usually does. I want to, let's manage him and keep him around as much as possible. Like him being there, his presence means a lot. Like not just to the team, but to the entire fan base. Right? Did you see? Even yesterday when he was warming up. Every time when he was warming up, Rich James, he's one of our own. The song is that like people seeing him, it's good. So I want to keep him around as much as possible. I don't want him getting injured anytime soon. So nothing like that. But so I would go with that for the back line, and then the midfield. Santos will be out. We will find Caicedo. We will use Caicedo. Well, of course we'll use Caicedo. I know he started yesterday, so maybe Marasca will now want to use him. But Modric, unlucky, my brother, unlucky, right? Well, I don't know. Whatever that is going on with your case, hopefully you'll figure it out. But listen, you are starting to grow on me, especially in the conference league, and then that stuff happened to you, man. Life sucks, no? And then I'll go with Palma. Right, I'll go with Palma as the 10, obviously, right? And that's the nice thing about Palma, right? That we saw yesterday, where even the last 3 games with Chelsea. Now the guy has this feeling that he can just roam around, he can go wherever he wants, and with the caliber of player that Chelsea is buying, which I think makes sense, right? Because you have somebody like Esteban that can also play everywhere there. So wherever Palmer goes, even to his position, like we saw yesterday, that constant interchange between the both of them, it's like they've been playing together for the entire season, right? intelligence. They both of them are smart player. They both of them are intelligence player. So it's like, based on the other person movement, the other one know where to be, the other one know where to go. When Palmer go out wide, you see Esteva come in the middle and be that 10, right? So you don't even think there's something is missing. Now, it was against Leverkusen that didn't really show up. It is a preseason game as well, so you can really. But you see, the idea is there. You see what's happening. Now imagine you bring Simmons in that also operates in that half space, right? That also operate in the half space, like around there, like right there. So now tell me, so it's like he can do the same thing Palmer is doing, so he can play as a 10. So now you have, and Esteva can also play on the left hand side. So now you have 3 people that can operate anywhere. And then now you put João Pedro in that mix that he doesn't really sit. You have problems on your hand. And then you have Enzo Fernandez that can usually makes you run into the box. You have what's his name, Esteva can do that. You have João Pedro that can do that. You have Cole Palmer that can also do that. So it's like the creative ability, the creative responsibility is not just on Palmer. Now it's distributed with Esteva. Now if Simmons comes, you have Simmons for that. If João Pedro can also do that, right? So you see, it's up, and Enzo Fernandez himself can also do that. So now it's like you have a bunch of creative options. So now whoever makes the run, you have somebody that can deliver just as much as you when you doing the delivery, right? So it's there. So which is which for me is beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So then when you think about that and you look at that, it's exciting. It's exciting to see. It's exciting to watch. You look forward to it and you want to see it. So for the right hand side, I'll pull Esteva, right? And then for the right hand side, I'll pull Esteva. And then for the left hand side, I'll pull Pedro Neto. Now I'm tempted to put Gittins, right? I'm tempted to put Gittins in that same position to begin with, bro. I don't know. I don't want to put him there, right? Because now if Esteva is playing, I think it's Pedro Neto can be on the other side, right? Now we see him play on that side, especially against he played throughout the season. He played multiple positions for Chelsea during the Club World Cup final. He played mostly on that left hand side, and he was helping Cucurella as he played almost as a wing back. So you're helping Cucurella whenever Cucurella invert, because Malo Gusto wasn't invert in that game. And I don't want to see Malo Gusto invert in either tomorrow. Let him be the traditional fullback that he can be and enjoy. And let's enjoy him that way. Because I feel like when he's playing as a traditional fullback, he's going back and forth, right? It's good. He's defensively solid. Now he attack, his crosses is decent. The only thing we need to work on is the shooting, right? But until then, I think he's fairly okay. He's fairly okay. I feel like there's still a lot of work to do with him, right? But I would take him there, and then Cucurella can do the inverting if we decide to do any kind of inverting or whatsoever, right? But you have so Pedro Neto was still up there for me, absolutely. And then I'll put, who would I put? Let's do João Pedro. Let's do João Pedro. Where is he? Oh, come on. But you get the gist. I don't know what's going on with this thing. There we go. João Pedro right there. So we have João Pedro right there. So for me, I'll go with this pretty much, right? And I know when Chelsea is attacking, right, it turns into this. So he push up, right, over here. Caicedo is here. He comes here, and it's more like this, right? It's more like this, pretty much. So it's like 3-2, and then Palmer is here holding that free roll, right? So he can also come in. So it's more like that. And I know when Chelsea is stacking, that's what it turned into. And then you have João Pedro that can also move around, right? Or it turns into this when he overlaps, right? So when he's overlapping, let's say he's overlapping, he gets to talking while he goes, and then the defense pretty much Chalaba tucks in this way. You have this one there, him there, right? It's pretty much exactly the same thing, right? And then you have him that does, and maybe won't go. So it's like he just, will be hanging around here and will really make a lot of runs so he can be there. But you usually have like a cover for him, and I know it's like the line is usually high enough, so we don't have to worry about it. So it's like I know there's a bunch of space in between, so you kind of look, oh my god, what's going on here? But now sometimes it will be in this manner, right? So Casado is right there, right? So if he's overlapping, Pedro Neto is on the other side, and you have Enzo Fernandez that usually hangs around here, right? And try to connect with Pedro Neto or whoever that's playing on that side. And then Palma will be Palma. So he usually hangs around. So now you see maybe Estava making a run in there. You already have Ja Pedro there. Now this one's joining up, possibly this one at times. And then you have Kopama as well, that maybe that hangs around here, or Kopama in there. And then you have him out here, or him out here, or him the one out here, and then those three in there. So whatever way it usually works, right? So for me tomorrow, that's what I'll go with, right? And then later in the second half, we get to see changes. We can bring Gates in for not Ja Pedro, but Pedro Neto. You can bring in, what's his name? You can bring in Delap, right? And Delap yesterday didn't really had a bad game, in my opinion. I think it could have gone other ways for him. Not other ways. Sorry about that. Sorry. But he did pretty good, right? I know he didn't score, so maybe he might have felt a little bit discouraged about that. But he's a traditional fullback, center forward, like I said. So he's not gonna be your Ja Pedro. No, absolutely not. He's gonna be, that guy, that center forward that usually like that. But he's a good player. We're looking to have it, and he'll be very essential for Chelsea, especially when it comes down to like a team that is a low block, right? He'll be good for that. So that you kind of, he's in that box, and we keep finding him every time, right? So it'll be good. But what's my prediction tomorrow, right? What's my prediction for tomorrow's game? I know I predicted the last game 2-1 and Chelsea won 2-0, right? This one, with the hype and everything, I'm gonna go a little bit nuts, right? 3-1. Chelsea 3, Milan 1. Well, let me know your thoughts down below. What you think about the lineup? Do you agree with everything? And how do you think Milan can be a threat to Chelsea as well? Would you change anything about this lineup? Will you bring Gaten in instead of Pedro Neto? Or would you put Esteva out and put Pedro Neto on the other side and then put Gaten on the other side? What would you do? Would you rather the lap style instead of Pedro Neto? What would you change in this lineup? Would you want to see Lavia instead, right? Because I know we can also play with that 3-man midfield. So would you want to see Lavia instead? So let me know your thoughts down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Cheers.